Save this for when you're ready to make your next move. Look, Goldman Sachs is predicting a 4.4 increase in home prices in 2025, but we have nearly 500,000 more sellers than we do buyers, the most on record. Buyers, you have more negotiating power than you've had in years. Rates have been chilling between 6.5% and 7% lately, and experts are now saying that 15-year loans could dip to 5.5% as we enter into 2026. My advice, don't try to time the market like you're playing the lottery. If you find the right house at the right price, buy it. You can always refinance later down the line. Contrary to what your parents told you or what you've heard on TikTok or Instagram, you need 20% down. FHA loans only require 3.5% down, and if you're a veteran, VA loans require 0. The real question is, what can you afford on a monthly basis without having to eat ramen noodles for the next 30 years? The median first-time homebuyer age has increased to 38 years old versus last year when it was 35 years old. So you're not behind, you're right on track. Plus, with more inventory available, you're not having to fight with 15 other buyers anymore. Different experts predict a 0.5% growth to 4.4%. But here's the thing. We have the highest number of sellers than buyers on record. Waiting could mean more competition, so strike while the iron is lukewarm. New rules require more transparency when it comes to buyer agent compensation. Don't panic, it just means clearer communication upfront. Think about it like this. You're at a seafood restaurant, and rather than having to ask the waiter what the market price is, it's already on the menu. Your neighbor's house is not your house, just like your neighbor's dating life is not your dating life. Location, condition, timing, staging, all matter. We have to look at what your house brings to the party. Yes, unless you want your listing photos to come back looking like some crime scene from a home makeover show. With the median home price reaching $1.3 million in Orange County, presentation matters more than anything. No! Thanks to steady demand and limited supply, we are not in 2008 anymore. Lending standards are tight, and we have a supply shortage. Now, if you're asking if it's going to slow down, it is slow, right now. But will it crash? No. The Federal Reserve held a benchmark rate of 4.5% for the 5th consecutive meeting. Think of rates like a speed limit on a housing highway. When they're high, things slow down. And when they're low, everyone speeds up. Cash is still powerful. But with housing inventory rising 20 straight months year over year, financed offers are more competitive than they've been in years. It's like being the person with the exact change in their pocket. Nice, but not necessary. With new regulations and market complexities, going solo is really like performing surgery on yourself. Technically possible, but would you? The spring market is by far the busiest time for home sales. You have spring for selection, fall for deals, and winter for desperation. Yours or theirs. In this market, faster than you think, if it's priced right. Slower than molasses if it is not. Price it like you mean it. Everything takes longer, and it's a whole hell of a lot more expensive than you thought. So my recommendation would be budget for extra time, save some extra money, and make sure you have extra patience. And you may develop a very strong opinion on kitchen backsplashes, more than you ever knew you had. Which one surprised you the most? Drop your burning real estate questions in the comments, and I'll answer it in my next video. I promise to give you real talk, not a sales pitch.